So, yet another day of multitasking and doing things at a time. And well, yeah, today it's it's once again gonna be probably making posts, I guess. At least 3 of them, and hopefully coming up with a bit of a better idea than the past days, I guess. I think that one can clearly see when I just really don't want to put too much time into the things that I'm doing. Also in terms of the podcast, I mean, it's been a while since I've shown my face on the podcast, and also just in the YouTube videos, which is just for convenience purposes, and that's quite it. It just really, really, really saves me a ton of time not having an actual video, but just having the audio and kind of just uploading it to YouTube and stuff like that. So it is unfortunate that I'm actually feeling a bit sorry for that. Basically for myself, because I could just do better and I could put more time in it, but I feel quite exhausted. Even though thinking about it, it's difficult. Could I think around the situation that I am in so that I'm not exhausted and don't feel so bad, because of work or in just, because of work. And I think, yes, it's all a mind game, but it takes effort, obviously. It takes effort and, well, also not knowledge, but practice as well, and the capability of doing so. Anyway, let's reload that again and see if there's some cool stuff. Free life management coaching. Hi everyone, I'm currently collecting hours to become a board certified health and wellness coach partnered by the Board of Medical Examiners. Feel free to text or call my business number or email floramethaholistics@gmail.com. There's also a contact form on my website. Well, cool. That person who helps others simply because it should or must be done and because it is the right thing to do is indeed, without a doubt, a real superhero. Yeah, but unfortunately there isn't too many people that actually do that for just the sake of helping other people. And, well, I have to admit that it's possibly also never kind of gonna be me, because I don't know. I'd like to be that person. I would actually love to be that person, but I just also have to be honest with myself and recognize that I'm probably not going to be this type of person, at least not always. In some instances, well, maybe. I just don't want to be overly kind of pessimistic about myself. But yeah, one always have to be honest with oneself and honest with things, in my point of view, because I mean there is no point in lying to yourself and just in your head trying to be somebody you're just not, period. Like, we all want to be somebody, and we all want to be capable of doing something and good at something and whatnot, but when we are just not, we are just not. And this is something that we just have to live with. It is what it is, It just is what it is. I can't do something about it. You can't do something about it. Well, obviously, we can practice and we can try to become better and stuff like that. But that's it, That's all we can do. Why are there so many fucking people outside today? And why, why the fuck do they always have to ride those bicycles, those motorcycles that are so incredibly loud? How can that be the case? I just don't understand. But anyway, just be honest to yourself about what you're good at, what you're not good at, and so on and so forth. And I guess and would say that it's gonna make your life a bit better, You're gonna be a certain person, I'd say. Anyway, I quit smoking weed and porn and I feel normal again. Don't laugh, but I'm trying to use Stoicism to overcome my fear of cockroaches, and it is not working. I guess that not too many people are actually laughing about that, since it is just, I don't know, like, I wouldn't. Like, I am a person, and I do have to admit that I like to laugh over certain things that, maybe you shouldn't be doing. I don't want to be like, okay, when somebody hurts himself or herself, then I'm gonna laugh my ass off. No, this is not really what I mean, but and also not necessarily making fun of people, but yeah, I just like to joke around things that people said and did and whatnot. Yeah, that's quite it. That's quite it. Which is also not always too right, I'd say. And I also do not want to be the person that makes fun of other people. I don't think that this is right. I don't think that anybody should be doing that. Period. Like, really, period. But I mean, if you do so, I don't know. Like, it always depends on the context. It always depends on just who this person is and so on and so forth. Like, there's, as so often in life, there is just so much about context, and context really matters again. And yeah, something to focus on and something to keep in mind is context. Context of things. But yeah, let's see. Today there actually aren't too many great things, gotta be honest. Today I learned shortly after the Korean War there were few refrigerators or protein-dense foods in South Korea. Koreans would barter with American troopers for spam, which is canned pork. As South Korea continued to develop, spam turned into a staple food, and it is often a common gift given during Korean Thanksgiving. Canned fucking pork. Sounds pretty shit, but I would consider it. It depends on the macros, it depends on the ingredients, it depends on just what is added to it. If there's a bunch of sugar added to it and just some other random bullshit that is just really unnecessary, then I really hate it. But if not, if it is just pork with not a ton of salt and shit, then yeah, I quite like it, How do I manage getting my exam results through Stoicism principles? Rip it apart, Supreme minus a simple to-do app. How to live without friends the Stoic way. Like, there really aren't too many cool things today. Things that I would actually like to go through. Really like to go through, which is interesting. Which maybe also says something about, I don't know, how I'm doing, how I'm feeling, whatever. Anyway. Bing bing. Please don't be too loud when I'm recording, my man. Let's see if some uplifting news are kind of good to go through. PSA for anyone that speaks or is learning German. There is now a German subreddit for uplifting news. Well, I don't know if it is a slash or, well, yeah, it is a slash. r/gute Nachrichten. Ich hoffe, du bist dabei. Which translated means, good news. I hope you are part of it, kind of. Once nearly extinct, the Florida Panther is making a comeback. Search engine Ocosia plants trees in exchange for searches. It uses pay-per-click ads to fund projects that positively impact both people and nature, which I think is amazing. The question is, well, there must be some money allocated for the company itself, to sustain itself. It can't kind of exist, because of thin fucking air and then just, live off of that. But yeah. I don't know, like, it feels so shit recording this episode now. Well, let's have a quick look. Show me how to live. There's no need to show Seneca. Show yourself. that no matter how many years you're ultimately given, your life can be clearly and earnestly, said to have been a long and full one. We all know someone like that, someone we lost too early, but even now think, if I could do half of what they did, I consider my life well lived. The best way to get there is by focusing on what is here right now, on the task you have at hand, big or small. As he says, by pouring ourselves fully and intentionally into the present, it gentles the passing of time's precipitous flight. And there is no comment. Well, yes, I think being present, and as I've actually also realized relatively recently, realized, not just, understood. Let's put it like that. I've understood it. Yeah. Stoicism on guilt. I'm putting this as both a mental reminder and advice for anyone who sees this. Anyone who feels guilt for something they had done in the past, remember, you cannot control/influence what you've done in the past, but you're able to learn from it and progress from there. I've been struggling for a while for something I've done years ago, and it's been a part of my mind ever since. But I have matured since then, and I am able to understand and comprehend the situation objectively, understand what I can learn from this trauma. Well, you can't change it anyway. You can only be sorry for the people, when it's been about people. And, there's actually a pretty good one from howtobeastoic.com on guilt and on having done something bad. And he just said in a stoic perspective that, you should be sorry for this person, you should apologize, and you should go on and live your life in a way that is not going to harm anybody anymore. Or just not doing this same fucking shit that you did back then. But yeah, I think that I'm going to end the episode there. Gonna see you the next time. Bye-bye.